this movement from Blexit, nor did I see any ground movement when Candace had it. But what do you think the Republicans are really afraid of with engaging with black people? I'm not, and even here when I work with a lot of the Senate and the House members of the Republican Party, and it is hard to get them to cut. They no, they will come to my church. They will sit, they will listen, but then they leave, and it's like it's nothing. So what are they afraid of? What do you think?
I don't, and I can't speak for every candidate or state party, but I think that looking at the current business model, I think it's less about fear, but more about return on investment. For decades, they will take this money and they'll say, all right, listen, we're putting money into the community, but we're not getting that return from their vote. And so I don't think that I would say that there may be some fear there with some people. Oh yes, and look, let me add this to it too. I've actually, I'm not going to say what state it was and what candidate, but in talking with the candidate about black engagement, one of the things that they said, look, if we highlight our engagement towards the black community, what that's going to do is that's going to force the Democrats to wake up. And we don't want to do that. I know Sonny talks about a lot about voter depression, not voter suppression, but voter depression. And so it's kind of like sometimes some of these candidates, they don't want to wake a sleeping giant, and they just want people to just to be, so that is the really the only fear that I'll see. But I look at it more so from the current business model is that return on investment that does not warrant the actual investment from a financial standpoint, but also from a human capital standpoint that will increase the vote the way that they would like it to be. And it goes back to what I mentioned before that um, their outreach is about data collection. It's not about changing hearts and minds. When you look at a campaign, it's campaigns. When you look at a campaign, every campaign, any serious campaign, I'll be honest, in my opinion, when I talk to candidates, if they don't have a vote count, if they don't know what their target number is, I don't take them that seriously. They're not running the campaign, they're just running. And so when they have a vote count, that gives them a targeted number of what they need to hit. And then they piece it together. Where are those votes going to come from? Is it, what percentage of it, and these are all estimates. Women, age, so on and so forth, race. And a lot of times that the business model and the algorithm that they have when they put these campaigns together, we're not even factored into it because they know that, okay, we may get 3 to 5% of the black vote at best. So where do we need to go? All right, we need to go and look at how do we flip some independents or unaffiliated voters. Um, Maybe we need to go get some black Democrats. So when the RNC first launched the Growth and Opportunity Project in 2012, instead of a lot of black conservatives and Republicans that have relationships and credibility coming to the table, they went and got Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson was able to get a piece of this RNC money because they wanted to go get the black vote. You see what I'm saying? So it's the business model is a problem.
Yeah,
That we until
yeah.
we change the business model, we're not changing much.
All right, fair enough. Appreciate that. Christian,
Can I can
I
I
know.
add one
What,
little can I add one little thing because this
30
is what the
seconds,
point.
please. 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is the point that I started off making initially, and understanding that when you come here, expect a fight. Like, don't come and expect that it's just gonna happen. Like, expect a fight, and it's about the mind frame you walk into that fight with. It shouldn't be a walk away mind frame. It should be a takeover mind frame, and that's just the solid point that I wanted to make.
Now, where do you stand on the spectrum? Are you Democrat or Republican?
I'm a conservative. I am a black.
Okay.
I am a
All right.
black conservative. I
Got you.
don't.
Got you.
I
Got you.
don't cling to any party.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, Christian, you're affiliated with the party. I think you. I don't know if you ran. Yeah, you also ran for office, I believe. How did the Republican Party did the Republican Party help your campaign? Did they give money to your campaign? How well was the other side to you?
The county party committees assisted me. I got assistance from Mojave, Yavapai, and and then I also got some support from Coconino. And those are just counties that they probably just took a look at my platform and they saw that I aligned, and so they sent me a check. And
Okay, how
then
much money did a Republican these chapters give you?
all three of them sent at least $1,000. All three of them.
Okay, and did the national chapter, did a national organization help you out and cut a check to you?
No, I mean typically the national, like the RNC, no, they typically do not, and then the state party. I don't know what type of contributions the state party gives, but as far for a state